I just like have this like memory ingrained into my head. This is a question that our team asked me more recently, actually. And my answer to that, and what I've realized is, I think critical to the company's success is whenever I feel stuck, I start. And it sounds very interesting. I feel it's almost like a paradox. Whenever I get stuck with big, really difficult challenges, the most difficult part is actually starting. And whether I start completely wrong, that always helps guide my path, whether it's just like writing something down on a piece of paper and a notebook, or, you know, if I've got a tough like decision to make, the first thing that I do is just like start writing everything down. And I think that's one of the habits that I've always had. The biggest compliment that I've ever received, you know, when I first started my journey into entrepreneurship, I was, and I still actually am, living with my mom. And I basically said, Mom, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna start working on UpKeep full time. And she was like, why do you want to do that? And I was like, Mom, I'm gonna change the world. I just like have this like memory ingrained into my head where my mom's like, Ryan, how are you gonna change the world with just an app? And yeah, we just raised our Series B, raised about 50 million bucks. And you know, she saw me in Forbes and saw me in the TechCrunch, and she was like, wow, Ryan, I'm really proud of you. You know, I think you are starting to change the world. And I take back what I said. I think that it's totally possible, and you're well on your way. For the younger generations and people like thinking about getting into entrepreneurship, it's basically this idea that like, you know, hey, there are 1,000 ideas out there. There are 1,000 great ideas out there. And we talked about all the naysayers that say like, hey, these are all the different reasons why it won't work. You know, listen to them, but, you know, guide and make your own decisions, because again, it's not about the 99 reasons why an idea won't work. It's about the one reason why it will work. Try to find that, try to hold true to that, go super deep into a problem. And I guarantee you, if you do that, and you do that with a ton of passion, grit, you're going to help shape and change the world. It's really the jump to go full-time into UpKeep. I was working a full-time job as an iOS developer. I was building UpKeep on the nights and weekends, and I was just doing this out of passion. It's kind of like a side hobby for myself. And then one day my friend was like, hey, Ryan, you should quit your job and work on UpKeep full time because I think you have something. It was a really difficult decision because I'd never thought of entrepreneurship as like the ultimate goal for me. I just absolutely love building. And when he said that, it kind of made me realize like, okay, cool. Like I have this shot, I have an opportunity. I've already built something.